This is the second Monday in 2 months where I've had to begin the program by recounting an attempted assassination of former President Donald Trump. There have not been two assassination attempts on a president or former president since Gerald Ford in 1975, and there's been nothing like the atmosphere around them since 1968, when, of course, Robert Kennedy was murdered and Martin Luther King was murdered. I do want to note that the assassination attempt, the first one in Pennsylvania 2 months ago, did result in the death of Cory Compor, which is something that Ms. Vindman did not do when she posted, "No ears were injured." The left is indifferent to the victims of violence when they're not on their team. And I'm astonished that she's allowed to have any kind of posting. I wouldn't vote for her brother-in-law in Virginia's 7th as a way of registering disgust with that family's approach to politics. But here's the main point. Who is to blame for attempts to kill Donald Trump? Well, in this case, the person to blame has a name. His name is Ryan Wesley Routh, R-O-U-T-H. Ryan Wesley Routh is the latest iteration of James Hodgkinson. Remember that name? 66-year-old James Hodgkinson shot up the Republican congressional baseball field 7 years ago in June of 2017. He's the latest iteration of Lee Harvey Oswald. He's the latest iteration of Squeaky Fromm, really, because Squeaky Fromm shot at Gerald Ford, as did Sarah. I can't remember Sarah's last name off the top of my head. They didn't succeed, but Ryan Wesley Routh is to blame. There is no one else to blame. And I now am of the firm belief that everyone in American media needs to take, if not a full course in American law, at least a course in torts. They've got to learn about proximate cause. They have to know what Paul's graph means. They have to learn that responsibility rests with actors and cannot be attributed to your political enemies. I'm not going to blame Democrats for this nutbag in Florida. I'm not going to blame Bernie Sanders supporter, the guy that almost killed half the Senate and the House on the baseball field. I think he fired 60 rounds 7 years ago. The shooter there hated Republicans. The History Channel just had a clear hatred for Republicans, and Routh clearly has a hatred for Donald Trump. And I am not going to blame either. There is no blame for anyone who is not causally connected, the proximate cause of the act.